About one of your members. One of your members recently has been awarded a special award, and in fact will have 2 awards received today. I don't believe that he even knows about why or what I'm doing today. As I've gotten older, and older is defined as a guy in his 60s, as I've gotten older, I recognize how I got to be where I'm at, and that's to a lot of good people who cared about me through many, many years. And for each one of you in the room, that's true about you too. And if you happen to be a little bit younger, remember that fact. It's the people around you that are older and more experienced that have paved the way for you to do what you do. And in this room today, we have truly an icon of the auto industry. Oh, he's your competitor for sure. He's your big competitor for sure. He and his family. But he's an icon of the auto industry. He has given the majority of his adult life to this industry and has done things in innovative ways that make a difference in how we operate. And sometimes in life, it's nice to take a few minutes and just recognize icons, people that we can all admire for their hard work and for what they've done in this business and so forth. Today, it's my honor to be able to talk about my friend, Ed Snyder. Ed is indeed a longtime friend of myself and the VADA and the dealers at Hampton Roads. I've had the pleasure of knowing Ed about 30 years. I've even had the pleasure of being with Ed in an apron, him wearing an apron, not me, at his home when he had a home in Santa Fe on the top of a mountain where I spent a number of days up there with him, sitting out at night talking about business whenever his wife wasn't around. Because Gene always said, it's past 5 o'clock, Don, no more business talk. And he and I would continue talking business. I'd watch him clean up a kitchen and do exactly what he's told to do. And I wish I'd learned that lesson long ago. It probably would have cost me a divorce. But Ed's right. Put on the apron and clean up the kitchen. It's the right thing to do. Thank you, Ed, for teaching me that valuable lesson. I just didn't get it until I was much older. Many of you know his story. He's been in the business since the 1960s. Jean likes to take credit for inspiring him with various types of cars that she was exposed to as a young lady growing up in the United Kingdom. But the fact of the matter is, he had a passion for this business. His family was very successful in the retail business, selling other types of items that all of us need to have. But the car business was something that really attracted him. Most of you know that he was the king of the Neptune. I never quite understood what that's about, except you guys put on these big beards and gowns, and it seems to be a big deal. But everybody knows that we had a number of dealers who were the king of the Neptune, and certainly amongst them was our very own Ed Snyder. He's been the first citizen of Virginia Beach in 1996. Even, and I'm honored to say this, a Time Magazine Dealer of the Year for Virginia in 1999. A real honor indeed to have that bestowed upon you. As I tell dealers, one of the nice things about that is that when you die one day, they'll put that in your obituary, was a Time Magazine Dealer of the Year for Virginia. People wonder what that is, but we all know it's something important. I've heard stories about Ed back in 1972. I was soon to get out of high school about that point, and I wasn't thinking much about Toyota back then. We knew it existed, but it was this little cheap tin car that nobody wanted to buy. All we wanted was a '69 Chevelle and Pontiacs and other types of cars in 1972. For those of you that remember those days, that's what we wanted. And Ed said, no, I want to be a Toyota dealer. And whether it's true or not, the story that I always remember being told by my late good friend Josh Darden. Josh said that we called Ed and said, Ed, what in the world are you doing, and why in the world are you taking on this little nothing car coming from Japan called Toyota? They probably didn't even say it right back then. It's all history now. Anybody in this room who's a dealer would give the right arm to a Toyota franchise today, and would for the last many years. As you know, they picked up many, many other franchises over the many, many years. They've recently had some recognitions in the organization, celebrating the anniversaries, and one of the most impressive things that I've observed is this. Truly, now think about this and how you want to be recognized in your career at the end of the day. Truly, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and many more people have had the honor and the privilege of working for Ed Snyder and Checkered Flag. They have honored him by giving up their time and their talents to work hard in that organization to be the success it is in the Greater Hampton Roads area. What an honor for him and his family to have such loyal, long-term employees. I've known many of them, watched some of them pass away over the years, who spent a long time working for this organization. So today, there are two awards that I want to present to Ed. Ed, now it's your chance to come up here and stand next to me so I can present these awards, because I can't throw them to you from the floor. So come on up here, Ed. And Rob, if you want to help me get up here, that'd be great. Others. Things up there, we just all jump up here. Stairs up here. Number one, Ed had no idea this was going on. We just said you ought to be here. Steve is at one of these mandatory meetings as well today. Lynn, you know how manufacturers make mandatory meetings. They typically ability to lunch afterwards and then tell you have to be there. A couple things we want to recognize Ed for today that's unique is this. Again, amongst all of us in the room, this is what we aspire to be, the life we've had. And he's lived a good life indeed. Though he's got many more years left to go. Hope so is what he said. But the fact is, this is what we all want to happen to us, and that is to be recognized by our peers for our achievements. And first and foremost, I want to give Ed what I call the VADA Lifetime Achievement Award for giving his life to this industry, giving his talents, his resources, his tears at times, his joy at times, all to this industry. Is unique. This man has given so many years and given back so much to all of us that we all benefit and are able to be able to admire his accomplishments and then hopefully aspire to have similar accomplishments with whatever we might do, whether we selling cars direct, owning dealerships, or working in other areas like I do. So Ed, first and foremost, on behalf of the Virginia Auto Dealers Association, we'd like to present to you today a small plaque in appreciation of your lengthy service and to recognize that you are indeed someone in the halls of the Virginia Auto Dealers Association that was formed in 1943. You are indeed the best of the best, and someone we all want to recognize your lifetime achievement of giving back so many years and done so well in this business. Job well done, Ed. Ed, to you. Secondly, because Ed is a leader, and Ed has led the way, one of the things we have to do in this business is be involved in politics. And the Snyder family has always gone out of the way to make sure that they're involved in politics. It's not a partisan politics, it's just good politics, honest people who want to make sure this industry is treated fairly with a level playing field. So on behalf of the National Auto Dealers Association, Ed, I'd like to give you your 25-year pin of award for supporting the national PAC that benefits us here in Virginia to give money to those that lend in Congress and the United States Senate. 25 years. Now, I want all of you to think about where you were 25 years ago. Some of you were probably pretty young. I was sitting at VADA working hard. But I want each of you to know that 25 years is a long time to make a commitment, and he has done so. And along with that, we're also going to present to Ed today this wonderful bowl that we hope you put up someplace to celebrate his 25 years of support and being a true leader and a lifetime achiever for the Virginia and the National Auto Dealers Association. Ed, again, thank you for all that you've done for us.
This all comes as a complete surprise, and I appreciate everything. I want to thank everyone at the association over the years. It's been a wonderful one for me. I came in, as you probably are aware, I came out of the department store business, and the reason that I was successful in the car business is I applied the department store technique, if you could call it, to the automobile business, which was the customer is always right. And I know that sounds strange to a lot of people, particularly when I first started in this business. because at that point, we had a lot of dealers who didn't really believe that. I'll never forget when I first went into business. I was getting ready to open the second dealership, third dealership, but they said, and this is the general opinion, don't call it checkered flag. I said, why not? Because you got enemies under that name. I said, what do you mean? I said, I don't want any enemies. They said, no, you got to remember, you've got enemies, people that you may have taken advantage of, or people that don't like you for one thing or another, and they're not going to deal with you if you have it under another name. Put another name on it. I didn't agree with that, but I did find out at that point that there were other dealers in the room that had more than one dealership, but they only used their name on one of them, which was kind of strange to me. But I got over it, and I was successful, mainly because I did what I should have done, what I'd always been taught by my family to do, which was take care of the customer, and the customer will take care of you. And that's worked for me, and it's worked for me over the years. And it's one good thing about it is, if you go with that route, you sleep well at night. I don't feel like I have ever knowingly taken advantage of anyone, and that's really been my creed, and that's why really I have been successful. And I want to thank all of you, because I plan to be around for a while, but if I'm not, you might get something out of what I just said, because it has really worked. It worked for you, it works for anybody that does it. If you want to be in it for the long run, take care of the customer. And thank you all. Thank you. It's a wonderful association. I appreciate everything. Thank you.